Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the American Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my buddy Rygal. How you holding up, brother?
Pretty good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, man. Trying to take it easy. Weird having some quiet time at the house for once.
Well, that's good.
That's always nice.
Absolutely.
Now, have you heard the rumor that Rey Mysterio has apparently signed with Global Force?
I have not.
I've been reading that he's apparently signed with them.
Oh, I haven't read that. It's possible.
Which
But
means now, if that's the case, him, Johnny Mundo, who's John Morris, used to be John Morrison, Taya Valkyrie from AAA, and Dave and Jake Chris all have signed with them.
well, that's good. I mean, they're trying to expand their roster. Good stuff for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have some pretty good talent, and it seems as of late their ratings have gone up in the last few weeks and have been like the best they've been, I think, since they've been on Pop TV.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, so hey, they're trending upwards, so I can't be mad at them for that.
Oh, they're trying to do something.
Yeah, and then I saw. I always want to call her Reba Sky, but it's Reba Hardy had like a meltdown apparently over something Jarrett and Anthem's lawyers did.
I mean, but if the stuff she's saying is true, then she has a very valid point.
Right.
So, I mean,
I know it's just been crazy because it's always seemed like the Anthem people never had any desire to work out something with them. It was just to kind of, how do I want to say this, like drag them along and frustrate them and try and make them just give up.
well, I mean, that depends on if you're listening to what Rebby claims or,
Yeah.
because we weren't there. So, I mean,
No,
we don't
I know
know.
exactly what you mean.
So, I mean, we are. Granted, we did almost hear another side of it, but I mean, if they legally own the copyright, then they legally own it, and they could be dicks about it. I mean, it doesn't make them wrong.
No, I agree.
So,
Yeah, that's just a big mess.
yeah, that whole place is a mess.
Yeah. I was hopeful that once Jarrett kind of came back, even though he made mistakes in other areas, that maybe they could, with Anthem there, could kind of work something where they could put out a better product and at least be a viable other alternative than what's already out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's wrestling is wrestling. If you have a good story, that's all you really need.
That's very true.
I mean, wrestling is wrestling. It's you get good talent to tell a good story.
Yeah, you have a point to attract if you put a good story out and a good in-ring product, it's going to attract viewers.
Yeah.
Now, before we get started on Raw and SmackDown and all that jazz this week, I wanted to quickly go over Battleground and your thoughts on the pay-per-view as a whole.
I don't know. I guess I'm in a minority because I didn't dislike it. I thought it was an okay pay-per-view.
I know, I've heard a lot of people say that like they really hated it. I won't say that I hated it, but I'm kind of like in the middle, like you are, where it's kind of like not great, but not terrible.
I mean, I actually liked the pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. I had no problem with that pay-per-view.
I will say, like, the Kevin Owens AJ Styles match, the finish was kind of weird.
they may, they may have really screwed up the ending, but
Right. Um, like I didn't, and I usually like Cena and Rusev matches, but the flag match didn't do it for me.
yeah, I mean, like that was the one match I figured was going to be hokey anyway.
Yes, I wish honestly they would have kept the old way you did a flag match.
Yeah,
You know, where you just go up and grab it and that's it. As opposed to like grabbing it and having to walk all the way down. I mean, I know why they did it. I just didn't care for it.
those are so hokey and gimmicky.
Yeah. On the positive side, I don't know if you saw the pre-show match was fantastic.
Yes. Who was it again? I
Aiden
feel like
English and Ty Dillinger.
Yes.
I was like, wow, this is really good. And they work, like, they seem to mesh really well together.
Oh, they both spent a lot of time in NXT, so.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that. And to me, the tag match was the match of the night.
Yeah.
Like, they really brought it.
I wasn't. Yeah. No, I have no complaints.
I'm really trying. Like, I enjoyed that Natalya won. I thought that was something different.
Yeah, it's nice when you get surprised because in a million years I didn't see that happening.
No. And then the only other thing I'm gonna complain about is with the main event. I understand the concept. I just didn't personally care for it. And the other issue I had was I wish that it was just Khali that came out at the very end as opposed to the Singh brothers getting involved as well.
Understandable.
That was really.
I enjoyed the whole thing.
Yeah, well, like you had messaged me, it might have been that night or the next day, and I agree with you. Orton looked like he was interested in that match, like he actually worked the match.
Well, whether he wanted to be or not, once fucking Jinder beat him a couple times with that kendo stick, he woke up.
Yeah.
He got woken up, all right.
Plus, the other issue I have with that match is, I mean, I can't say for certain because I wasn't there live, but to me, it looked like it would be difficult to see what was going on.
Oh, from the fan perspective?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know live, obviously, because I wasn't there, but when I'm looking at it on camera, I'm like, wow, that looks like a really, like, restricted kind of viewing area.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could actually ask Andy because he was there live.
Okay. And the other, the one thing that shocked me, and you will probably laugh when I say this, I was shocked that Great Khali could climb the cage, basically. I was like, are you sure you can do this, buddy? You're not going to hurt yourself?
You never saw the originals, did you?
No.
He climbed over the second one.
Oh my god!
All the way.
More so now because he's got really bad knees.
I am actually going to say he looked like much better shape.
Huh.
He surprised me when he came down.
And it'll probably be the first and only time you will hear a crowd pop because the Great Khali came out.
Bro, me personally, I was so happy. I was like, holy shit. I was
excited. Shane, my boy, was so mad. He was like, he's looking and he's like, who in the hell is this guy?
The inventor of the match, little man.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain it to him. He was so angry that he helped Jinder win. It was so funny.
Well, now he has to get a modern day Maharaja shirt.
That's what I told him. I was like, you gotta show how great he really is. He's like, I'm not doing that.
He has to wear it to school.
Yeah.
That's it. Sorry, Shane.
Yeah, don't hinder the gender.
You can't hinder gender.
Oh my god, dude, it was so funny because it was after 11, I think, the pay per view got done.
Yeah,
And
11-11.
And I went to put him to bed, and he's like, his face is like, not red, but he's just like, you could see, like, when I'm putting him in bed, the, like, rage in his face.
That's funny.
I was like, I wish I could, like, go back to being, like, 9 years old and get that angry and love wrestling that much again,
I hear you.
That's when it was, you didn't have all these friggin', like, judgments and all this other crap.
I agree fully.
But no, I gave the pay-per-view overall like a C minus.
Oh, I gave it like a B minus.
Oh, okay.
B minus. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was a bad pay-per-view.
That's cool, man. All right, now, what did you think of Raw this week?
I gotta try to remember because I remember SmackDown better because SmackDown I enjoyed this week. SmackDown I thought was good.
SmackDown was fantastic this week. Raw, I really liked the opener where they had the announced the Fatal 4-Way for the belt at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be interesting.
And then Braun Strowman destroying a bunch of indie guys dressed as security.
Yes.
Because I knew one of them because he was the guy, Chainsaw Joe Gacy, that took the forearm to the face.
I don't remember.
I just vividly remember that because I was just like, oh, that's gotta hurt. And then Braun chucking another guy out of the ring and halfway down the ramp.
Yeah, these guys get lumped up. That's for damn sure.
Oh man, that was scary.
Yeah, these guys get really lumped up. Not for me.
No, but like you said, dude, that match should be really interesting. I'm actually looking forward to that Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, I want to see what's going to happen there. I mean, we'll do predictions as we get closer, but yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Now, I enjoyed the no DQ match with Samson and Balor. I know you're not a fan.
No, it wasn't a bad match, though.
Yeah.
It was actually a pretty decent match. I mean, not something that, I didn't think it was fantastic, but it was a pretty good match.
Right, which basically sets up Wyatt and Balor for SummerSlam.
Yes.
Which I think will be really good.
Yeah, I mean, Bray's good. It's booking that isn't his friend.
Say, yeah, it's how they book him that's the issue, because him and Finn Balor should have like fantastic like promos and go back and forth like with the demon thing, because that's how I think they're going to bring the demon back.
See, but they haven't done anything more than just like the demons. Like they're trying to make the demon a separate character.
You think?
They've always been like that. They've always treated it that way.
Because I always thought what they were trying to do was make it something that is only like super special. Like you'll only see it like SummerSlam, just as an example, or WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like very rarely see it.
Well, they're pushing it also as like he goes to that place, and just it's so stupid.
It kind of reminds me in a sense, and I know this is a bad analogy, but it's in that lines of it, like when the Hulk gets mad and turns into the Hulk.
Kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Instead of it just being something special that he does, they talk about it as if he becomes somebody else when he has that paint on.
Right. Yeah, that's a better one. Yeah, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I can agree with that. I'll
Because I
tell
could
you
see it as
something.
it's something he does for a big match, but just because it's something he wants to do, not because he turns into somebody else.
Right.
The
No.
demon.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're saying. I'll tell you one thing, dude. I hope I never see again is this Enzo and Cass fight each other again.
Yeah, bro, I'm with you.
And then the thing with the Big Show, with the beatdown, I'm just like, oh, will this please get over with?
Yeah, it's just I know you're trying to get Big Kaz over, but it's not working, bro.
That and the other thing, who did Emma piss off?
Yeah, she got steamrolled. I mean, at least she's on TV.
Right, but she didn't even get entrance music.
Yeah, poor Emma, bro.
I was like, I wonder if this was like, oh, you want to like talk shit on Twitter about how you're not being used, then you're gonna get fucking squashed.
I hate all that petty shit.
Oh, I do too. But I was just like, oh man, like she got like murdered by her. That was just tough to watch.
Yeah, she got murked. Yeah, she got legitimately murked.
Yeah. The other match I really, really enjoyed, bro, was Bailey and Sasha. They had a really good. They let them have enough time, and they did their thing.
Yeah, I mean, they're great.
Well, you know, I had always feared when they came up on the main roster that they wouldn't let them be them, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
From where they had like fantastic matches, like obviously at takeovers. When I saw this, it was just, I was happy. I'm like, okay, they're going to let them do what they've done before and kind of try to recreate that magic.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised Bailey won. I thought Sasha was going to win.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know either. I mean, I'm waiting. Maybe I'm in the minority here. I'm waiting to see Sasha turn.
Yeah.
I just don't know when.
I'd like to see Bailey turn.
That would be shocking.
I would pop for that.
Oh, yeah, because it would be something different. You know what I mean? And kind of like out of the box thinking.
Just have her fucking go completely heel.
Yeah, because she's like, you know, the goody two shoes, and that would come out of left field.
A full Hulk Hogan heel turn.
Yeah, like he did in, when the NWO, that. It obviously wouldn't be that shocking, but it would still be shocking nonetheless. But I don't think they have the guts to do it.
She takes a ponytail out and just that's it.
Yeah, basically turns into I guess you would say a normal person. What did you think of the main event with Ambrose and Rollins against Miz, Axel, and Bo?
I don't think it was a bad main event. It's just I'm curious where they're going in the story.
Yeah. I'm hoping, and this is just because I would like to see it. I don't know if they're going there. I would want to see Ambrose turn on Seth eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
Because just in my personal opinion, I think Ambrose like desperately needs to go heel.
I can't disagree with that.
Like just to like a change of pace, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I like him. It's just I think it's like wore thin because like it's like this goofy kind of cheesy shit that he does, you know?
Yeah.
It's just kind of wore thin with me.
Completely I can completely understand that.
But no, Raw wasn't too bad considering what we've gotten in the last 6 weeks.
No, I mean it wasn't bad, but I mean Raw is just it hasn't been great either lately, so it's just kind of hard to be excited about it.
No, I agree. Now, what did you think of SmackDown this week?
I thought SmackDown was great.
I really enjoyed it,
Yeah, I thought SmackDown was really good.
especially with the surprise of Chris Jericho right off the bat.
That caught me off guard. I was like, that is so cool. Like, that is awesome.
Yeah, like I didn't expect that one at all. They how you'll say, "Oh, well, you got me." They really got me.
Yeah. I was like, oh, wow. Holy shit. It's Chris Jericho. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like he's coming back, full, like he was, or if it was just a one-off, or you know what I mean.
That's what's so awesome about him, that he can do that.
And he doesn't care. Like it doesn't, bother him like other guys that are what you would consider a part-time talent. They don't mind coming back and taking a pin.
Bro, he came back for, like, before this last big return. He had come back for just house shows.
Yeah, I remember that.
So to me, that's kind of like, yo, that's awesome.
Well, remember he had said before this last big run, he didn't even know if he ever wanted to come back on TV because he loved working the house shows more.
Yeah.
Because he said it was kind of, you could do it as you wanted, to a certain extent, where when you're on TV, you have 8 minutes and you have to do this. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Which, is totally understandable. But that I thought that was really cool to see him come back and set up the main event with him, Owens, and Styles for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
I will also say, I don't know how you feel about it, and I completely forgot to mention this match at Battleground, but I thought Corbin and Nakamura's match on SmackDown was better than the match they had on the pay-per-view.
Oh, it was so much better.
But the thing that annoys me was, if you were going to end up with Nakamura winning anyway, why didn't you just let him win at the pay-per-view clean as opposed to just getting a DQ win?
More heel heat on Corbin.
Okay.
Instead of just having Corbin take a pin.
Well, okay. That's fair.
So at least he's gotten his heat on him. So now the babyface, if anything, the babyface got retribution. So he's getting payback as opposed to just the heel just losing.
Right. Okay. Yeah, but
I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's how I would see it.
Right. Because my personal thought was from the pay-per-view is it felt like you put two guys together that you don't want to lose, and that if you do that, that's like you're shooting yourself in the foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the problem is that a lot of fans think, like, they don't realize that a loss isn't the end of the world.
Oh no, it's not.
It's just how the loss comes about. And people are like, oh, he jobbed. No, he didn't job. He just lost. There's a difference between jobbing and losing.
Yes. I figured that Cena would come out and during the gender segment, and Cena versus Nakamura next week to see who faces him at SummerSlam that's pretty cool that they would do that on SmackDown.
I want to point something out. I want everybody who doesn't believe me to go back and listen. I think Jinder fucked up when he was speaking in Punjabi, because like 2 seconds into him speaking Punjabi, he says John Cena. John Cena hadn't been announced at that point.
Oh no.
Yeah. because I was like, oh, he said it, and that's why when Yappa Dabba Doo started playing, I didn't realize. I was like, oh, this makes sense because he
That's
just says
funny.
blah 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 blah, John Cena. And if there's anybody who speaks Punjabi, and no, I'm not insulting you, I don't know what he said. So, yada yada yada, John
No,
Cena,
the only thing
yada
you
yada
understood
yada.
clearly was John Cena.
And I was like, I know who he is.
But what I was gonna say is, because I've seen it on social media since they announced that. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they're gonna have John Cena fight Nakamura on SmackDown," and I hope they prove me wrong as I say this. I can't believe that match will go more than 5 minutes.
I sadly agree with you.
The reason I say this, and I told someone else this, and they're like, "No, don't ruin it for me." So if you don't want it ruined, don't listen, or put your thing on mute. What I think is going to happen, and this is just my personal opinion, that Corbin is going to cost Nakamura the match.
Yeah, either that or somehow, yes, it's going to be either that or, yeah, I guess that.
I'm going to say that the reason I say that is I think where they were going to eventually go with Nakamura and Corbin is if Corbin costs him the chance, then Nakamura would fight Corbin at SummerSlam for the briefcase.
But then that really makes me think that Nakamura would lose,
right?
And be out of both.
Yeah, that's just a total guess, though.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it not ending fair, but whether Corbin interrupts and costs Cena, I mean, gets a DQ for both, gets it thrown out, and then they continue it. I don't know if they want to give Nakamura the loss.
Right. That's I thought where they would go because to set up another match with Corbin and Nakamura.
Oh, you very well may be right.
Yeah, dude. Even this SmackDown was killing it this week because even that tag match they had with Sami Zayn and Ty Dillinger against English and Mike Kanellis, that was good.
Yeah, no, it was a 5-star show this week. It was really good this week.
The only thing that was strange was Styles winning the title back.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's crazy weird.
Because it reminded me of Raw when they had the back and forth with Sasha and Charlotte.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of passing a belt back and forth like that.
No, me neither.
But either way, it was cool that they had those three guys, Styles, Owens, and Jericho, for the U.S. title, and it was a fantastic match.
Yeah, that was another, I can't believe I'm getting this for free.
Yeah. I think I was laughing because we had talked about this before. SmackDown, for a while, was, really, really good, and in the last maybe few months or so, they kind of started tailing off where they, starting to become like Raw.
Yeah.
And I was just, I chuckled to myself. I said, I wonder if they heard everybody complaining and then decided to step up their game.
I don't know, but I mean, it's been good. I don't
know either, but either way, it was awesome show.
I'm very happy with SmackDown this week. It was really, really amazing. Right. Not amazing, but for what they've been putting out.
Now, did you see 205 Live this week?
I did.
I thought they had another solid show.
Yeah, I had no complaints at all about 205 Live.
They've
Or
kind of
actually,
quietly been putting on really good shows for about 6 or 7 weeks.
yeah, they've been progressively getting better.
And
Uh,
it's
I'm ha-
just,
I've been happy.
what's that?
I've been happy with 205 Live.
Oh yeah, I've been very happy with it, and I actually watched it live for probably like the first time, and I can't tell you when.
Yeah, no, it's I actually just watched it, so
I wish they would do more with Tony Nese. I'm a big fan of his.
yeah, he's good, Tony Nese.
The one thing, maybe it's just me. He has a weird speaking voice. Like
Is it the Jersey accent?
I don't know. Maybe I was expecting something different.
Like the pitch?
Yeah,
He's
it's just something about it. I can't explain it. But I think he's a fantastic talent. They should use him more and get him more involved with storylines because they're kind of that show is what like one or two storyline type of show, you know,
yeah, unfortunately.
which kind of sucks because and you can't really put it on Raw because Raw gives them when they have matches 5 minutes, if that.
Well, it takes 5 minutes to set up, 5 minutes to take down. You know what I
That
mean?
too. But I've noticed they've stopped like doing the purple tape.
They should. It's Monday Night Raw. You know, I mean, it's I never kind of understood that.
Well, and I think another reason would be when people and I mean more casual fans as I say this that when they would see the purple tape come out and them doing that on like commercial breaks, people okay, a cruiserweight match is coming up. I can go get something to eat or I can whatever, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So they knew like it was almost like a bathroom break kind of match.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Nobody really took it serious.
Which is sad, but no, the tag match was really really good. The main event with Perkins and Nese versus Swan and Alexander.
Yeah.
It's cool to see Cedric back because I really like him too. Just he had that unfortunate injury at a bad time.
Yeah, but hopefully, like, they give him a chance to capitalize on it.
And yeah, and Perkins is starting to show like a little more personality.
Yeah, I mean, he's just an annoying, like, youth.
I love how you say that, an annoying youth.
With his dabbing and his dabbing.
All the other things that the quote unquote kids do today.
All these kids. The youth in the nation.
We're getting old when you say that.
Damn straight. I'm an old curmudgeon-y man. Damn, kids.
Oh, man.
In my day, we used to have to rewind our movies if we wanted to watch them again. Do you know anything about tracking? These kids don't know about tracking.
That's great. Now, did you check out NXT this week?
I did.
I thought it was another good show. They've been kind of rebounding, too, because there for a while, NXT was kind of rough to watch.
Yeah, I still don't like the whole Itami bullshit.
Oh, with Ono.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they had a good match.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not a fan of it either. Like, personally, Tommy just doesn't do it for me.
No.
He's just very, I guess you would say, bland. I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
taking away from his in-ring talent. It's more so his personality. He has like none.
I feel the same way, and I don't think it's just like lost in translation.
Yeah, no. Um, and he just honestly has had shitty luck where he got injured those like back-to-back times and then kind of got passed over by a lot of guys.
Yeah, I mean it's his work style. I don't think fits here.
No, I agree.
So I mean, I think it's a shame. I just don't think that it's appreciated here.
No, I agree. Especially like if he went on the main roster.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't. If they can't get him over in NXT, I think the main roster would be a nightmare.
No, I agree with you. Now, on this show, they also had what WWE calls or the debut of is it Lei Tapa? How you
Lady
pronounce it?
Tappa. You don't remember her from TNA?
No.
Yeah, Lady Tappa.
Okay. Good job by me butchering her name. But no, I actually thought for her like first televised match, they let her get a lot in, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, I just didn't like how they bury. I mean, like how they just. If you want to make Ember Moon look good, you can't have the person that she's fighting get pinned in 2 moves.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
She's laying in, she's laying in, she's laying in. Next thing you know, she's pinned. So how much danger was she really in?
No, you have a very valid point.
So
Because it was just 2 moves, right?
it was like it wasn't a lot of offense. It was over very quickly.
I thought so because I'm trying to jog my memory, but yeah, from what I remember, it wasn't very much. But just remember
Yeah, she
Ember
kicked her in
Moon
the
like getting the
face.
shit kicked out of her for like the majority of that match.
Yeah, she was getting kicked in the face for a while, and then no, she kicked her in the face. She did something else. She hit the fucking Eclipse. Match was over.
Okay. Here's something interesting I didn't know as we're talking about NXT. I don't know if they've announced this on TV already or it's in the process. Because I went and looked up the card for TakeOver Brooklyn 3 coming up. And they have Johnny Gargano against Cien Almas.
That's random.
I know. I was just like, I didn't know that was happening.
Did anybody know that was happening?
No, that's why I was kind of like, did they announce that and I wasn't aware of it? Or did they not yet?
That's. I don't know. I haven't heard that yet. So.
No, yeah. I had just, by chance, I went and looked up. I was like, let me see what's been announced. And then that was the last match because there's 4 matches right now. And I was like, okay, well, that's kind of odd. I didn't hear that one. The other thing I'm curious about is and it seems like every takeover this happens now. Is there going to be someone sitting in like the front row that they're like, oh, hey, it's Adam Cole or whoever, you know what I mean?
But there was somebody at the last one?
Maybe the last one was the first time they didn't. But usually they do.
I think it only happened at like 2 of them.
Huh. Because the ones I remember was Drew McIntyre and Bobby Roode.
I don't remember any other ones ever in their history. I mean, I know they showed Kota Ibushi, but that was for
the CWC.
Yeah.
Okay. Then maybe I'm off.
I just don't remember.
Yeah, either way, I'm just curious. I'm curious if you'll see someone maybe that we haven't seen yet on television, like debut at Takeover Brooklyn 3.
It's possible. It just has to make sense. You can't have too many because I see that they're showing promos for Tommy End. So I mean, it's like if you're gonna start kind of building him up next, then like because you can only build so many people at once. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So.
No, I agree with you. It's and the thing, at least to me, it feels like the thing with Aleister Black is they don't really know where to put him storyline wise, so they're just throwing hype videos out there.
And people don't realize that he's a cruiserweight.
Yes, he's like 210, I think.
Yeah,
he's not a big dude.
No, it's just that he works so fucking big. You forget he's not a big guy.
He's 6'1", 205.
Yeah, that's a cruiserweight right there.
And like you said, the way he works, but I always think the way they shoot him with their cameras makes him appear bigger than what he really is.
Yeah.
And you only notice that he's that tiny, not tiny, but like a cruiserweight, you only notice it when he's in there against someone that's much bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I felt, that they don't really kind of have a storyline for him, so they're just kind of doing those hype videos, as I call them, hype videos. But you're right, dude. Especially if like I can't say for certain that Adam Cole is signed, but if he's coming in, Lio Rush is coming in after I think the 12th, August 12th is his last independent date. So, yeah, August 12th. So after that, he's going to be there. So I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're just like, and I've told people this, and I've probably said this before. I understand why guys would want to go, because, to make money, which I always want to see people, that's in the independents, make a good amount of money and be successful. But it's like, there's so many people there. I kind of like don't want guys to go there now, because you're just going to get like lost in the shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Granted, I think the average talent, if you're on the main roster, is making upwards of $50,000 a year.
More than that, but that's not much money at all.
No. And I was being conservative because I don't really remember what they said the average one, but I remember it was still a pretty decent amount of money.
That's not good money, bro, because they're independent contractors. They pay double taxes.
Yeah, that's rough.
They have to pay all of their travel expenditures, their hotel. So yeah, they're getting $50,000, but they have to pay for everything. Imagine having to live in a hotel every night, bro.
Yeah, that would suck. Because you're basically living out of a hotel.
Yeah.
Granted, it's nowhere near as bad as what it was when we were growing up, but nonetheless.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's still, super, super, super expensive way to live your life.
Yeah. Because I saw, that's probably why Ambrose is happy too, and his matches aren't the greatest. I think he made like 1.5 million last year, I think it was.
Probably.
It was some crazy figure like that. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, Ambrose does well for himself.
It just, not to go off on a tangent, but that's when you had mentioned that, it reminded me. I was like, because they had like the top 10 people that made like the most money in WWE this past year, and he was on it, and I was like, wow, that's kind of surprising.
And I even think that's without merchandise.
Oh, wow.
I think so. I could be completely wrong. I could just be talking out of my ass, but I think those lists are pre-merchandise.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting. But I'm excited for Takeover because usually they deliver. Are you excited for Takeover Brooklyn?
Yeah, I wish I was going.
Well, that's a whole nother ball of wax.
I mean, but then again, it's not like I live 10 minutes away anymore, so.
How far is it from you now?
I'm an hour and a half absolute minimum away from my old house.
Ooh.
And that's with the train. That's not even driving. Driving's worse.
It'd probably be double that.
Oh, yeah, depending on the time, yeah.
Just ask me. My 2.5 hour drive that took 4.
Yeah, man, New York City is no fucking joke. But that was also because you hit traffic.
Yeah, and a bad accident.
Yeah, so.
But you still get the point because I tell people, I said, it's bad when you're getting ready to go on the George Washington Bridge, and you see like the little sign that'll say however many miles, however many minutes it takes to get there, and when it says 3 miles, 30 some minutes, you're like, oh no, it's gonna be a bad day.
That is the worst bridge in all of New York City. George Washington Bridge is always backed up. I feel so bad for people who need to take it on a daily basis.
I couldn't even imagine.
Not for me, bro. No, thank you. Gracias, pero no.
On that note, we're going to get out of here for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all that stuff. You can find us on social media at facebook.com/American Sports Connection or on Twitter at AM Sports Con CON Pod POD. Have a good night, everybody.